Is ILP a hard no? I'm not quite a fan of ILP myself. However, there are some rare use cases for some group of people. ILP can actually serve as a good instrument for estate planning or tax advantage planning if, let's say, they are a foreign investor coming to Singapore to purchase such a product. For most people though, I don't think ILP is that effective a wealth accumulation instrument. While fees are high, right, I don't think fee is the only reason why a product should be dismerited. What makes this tool not so suitable is, firstly, it is inflexible. So when a person enters such a contract, the contract tend to be very, very long. For instance, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. For some, I know they enter like a 30-year contract. What if life changes? What if, 5 years into your life, you realize, hey, I would like to migrate to another country. I would like to, move my assets out. How is this plan supposed to fit into such a life plan? And I think that's where the inflexibility comes from. And inflexibility can also show up in other ways. For instance, a person who gave birth and decided to be a stay-home mom for, let's say, 2 years. Without the income, they would still have to finance their investment plan. While it may be true that, hey, we should still save up for our retirement, but the payment that's required of an investment plan may add unnecessary pressure during this phase of their life. And the second reason I don't quite like this instrument is because of poor management. Many of the funds that are being used through an investment plan are active funds. And with active funds, by default, the investor have already chosen to take on an active stance rather than a passive stance. So without a strong investment management process, sometimes or very often the case, an ILP is likely to underperform the benchmark or the market. Then it begs the question, why not just invest directly into the market? Why through the investment plan? And my third reason is ownership and responsibility. When an advisor or an agent recommend the investment plan to their client, that's on the assumption that they will be around, let's say, the next 10, 20 years to see this plan through, right? But what if the advisor leaves? Do the new advisor have the incentive to ensure that what has been promised will be achieved? And oftentimes, I don't think that is the case. So without an alignment of interest, it is going to be really difficult to manage all these plans in the long term. So is ILP a hard no? No, because objectively speaking, there are use cases, there are people who can benefit from a planning if it fits very, very well into their situation. However, for most cases, if let's say we are using it for the sole purpose of wealth accumulation, I personally don't find it very attractive or effective to be used.